Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Abe with MysticGenMara.com, and today I would like to bring forward the month of June 2022's Oracle and Tarot card reading for the elemental signs that are under Earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So if that is you or you have high Earth energy in your charts, this is a reading that will hopefully resonate for you. And if you like what I'm doing with this channel, go ahead and subscribe, drop a like if you like the video, and feel free to leave comments because I do read them and I do appreciate all the feedback that I do get. So the way I like to do my readings is week by week, and I draw a card for a guide or guardian, a message from source, and these ones are usually pretty uplifting, and then I do a tarot reading for the last, or tarot card for the last, and that usually brings up a challenge or a lesson with the energy that comes up for that week. So this month I am using my Dragon Oracle, my Mystical Wisdom Oracle deck for the message from source, and then my Art Nouveau tarot deck. All of the decks will be linked in the description below if you are interested. So with that, there are 5 weeks in June, and with that being said, there's going to be some overlap with May and with July. Sorry, I forgot what month. And with that coming up, you'll just get a little bit of a bonus energy reading for those time periods. So on to the first week of June 2022 for your guide. There we go. Cards are being really aggressive today. So the guide for your first week is the Deep Blue Dragon, keeping you safe and clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected and walk on light. So this guide is basically here for this first week of June, coming forward saying, I am here, let's work on getting your path opened up, let's clear away those blocks. So during this first week, whenever you feel like there's a challenge or you're running into a roadblock where you just can't seem to move forward, you feel like something's moving against you, call upon the Deep Blue Dragon, because that's the energy that's coming forward for you Earth signs, to remove it, maybe help you find a new path around it. I know with Earth energy, it tends to be very, let's just plow right on through, and this dragon can show you a little bit, there may be an alternative to that. So working with that energy for this first week is a really good way to help strengthen your way of looking at things from a different perspective. So your message from source is the Dragonfly. Live life to the fullest. And since we're coming off of a Memorial weekend this week, this is a really good card just to remind us that it's summertime in the north, and in the south it's, going into your winter period. And during this, if it's the summer for you, living life to the fullest means getting out there, doing things that are having fun. So this message from source is all about reconnecting to your inner child, tapping back into that fun, especially if you work in an office situation, we get really distracted in those office positions where we forget that there's grass outside. And so this is a good call to go have fun. Let the wind blow through your hair, touch the ground, take your shoes off out in the lawn, just kind of be more free about life. So your oracle card, or your tarot card for the week, which is a lesson or a challenge, is the Sun card. And with major arcana, these are usually major life lessons. And with this card, there is not really, I'm not getting anything negative, so this is something that's saying that look at how far you've come with your spiritual journey and an energetic journey. So if there's something that you've been working through and you're trying to clear out, this card is saying the sun is shining on what you're doing, and it's really supporting what you're working on at the moment. So this first week looks very good for clearing out things that are in your way and getting some other projects started. Also telling you that you have come a long ways and you've completed some projects. And being the Sun card with the Dragonfly, you're talking about living life to your fullest. So this is about reminding and maybe even celebrating those wins that you've had this week or this last few months, but celebrating them during this week. So let's go into the second week of June for Earth Signs 2022. And your guide for this is the Air Dragon. So this helps you raise above your earthly matters, communicating honestly, bringing inspiration, and seeing life from a higher perspective. So the one thing with air is the polar opposite of Earth. So what this is saying is you're going to be working through some things with your opposites this week. And the Air Dragon, being your polar opposite energetically, is coming in to say, I am going to be your challenger. I'm going to help you grow, and I'm going to help you rise above. So anything that you're coming up against this week and it's feeling like it's a challenge and it is the complete opposite of where you're dealing with, calling on the Air Dragon can help you understand why, to help you see the clarity in that decision or that challenge that's coming forward for you, which we'll find out about with the tarot card. So your message from Source is the Epiphany card, seeking clarity. So you have this challenge that the Air Dragon is going to help you work with and trying to rise above these challenges of everyday life. What that is going to result in is Source is saying you are going to have an epiphany this week. Something's going to click where you're going, that's it. I've been working on this project and it's going to fall into place, or you're going to see something that was like, why didn't I see that before? And you're going to have those aha moments. And with the Air Dragon coming forward saying, I'm your opposite, I'm here to challenge you, having those epiphanies means that you're going to break through some barriers and quite possibly figure out some challenges that you've been working on this second week of June. So let's see what the tarot has to say for your challenge or your lesson for this week. And that's exactly what you've got going on. We have the Hanged Man for this second week. It is also a major arcana, so this is a life lesson, something that is going to be very prominent in your existence right at the moment. And the Hanged Man, if I can get it to show up there, is forcing you to look at things from a different perspective. When the Hanged Man shows up, it doesn't always mean change, but it means what you're doing right now could be good, could be bad, but you need to step away and look at it from the outside perspective. And you have the Air Dragon, who's your challenger, coming forward saying, hey, I'm here to help you see this, and they're saying rise above it. So Earth signs tend to be very grounded. They want to stay feet on the ground type personalities. But the Air Dragon's like, maybe you need to look at something from a different perspective. And your challenger lesson this week is coming directly from the Hanged Man saying, you're doing good, you're going to have those aha moments, but you have to see it from a different perspective. Whatever's going on in your life, you're involved in it, you're in it, you're grounded in it. And what this whole setup for the second week is saying is you need to step away and look at it from another perspective so you can have those epiphanies and get those aha moments, those things that you need to see more clearly. So let's go with the third week of June for 2022. Sorry, having a hard time with this whole the fact that it's 2022 already. The third week guide is Archangel Gabriel's Dragon. This is bringing purification, self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy, and it carries Archangel Gabriel's Diamond, which is a healing element. So Archangel Gabriel is a companion angel to your Archangel Uriel, because Archangel Gabriel is water. So this is going to be a very complimentary, not so challenging of a guide for you this week. And Archangel Gabriel washes away and cleans the emotional dross, basically. So anything that's been kind of being stuck, caught up, things you need to clear out. And during that second week, you're looking at things from a very different perspective, and you're having those epiphanies, those aha moments. So having this angel or this dragon come forward for this third week is saying, okay, now you've seen it from another perspective. Now you have experienced you're basically starting to bring it forward, the energy that's being stuck. And this dragon's coming forward telling you, now let's clear it out. You've seen it, you've looked at it from another perspective, you've had that aha where it clicked as to, I need to work on this, or I need to clean this up, or I need to fix this. And this angel's saying, okay, let's do it. Archangel, I keep going with that, sorry. This dragon's saying, let's do it. Let's bring in Archangel Gabriel's energy. Let's clear out whatever's going on in that section. And your message from Source is the unicorn, which is inviting serendipity. So you're clearing all this stuff out. You're really working on fixing the stuff that's not working for you, and that could be energetic, it could be mental, it could be emotional. And what this is saying is serendipity pops in when it's time for you to basically get that little bit of luck, that little bit of, no, I need to figure this out, and I'm just kind of struggling, and all of a sudden things line up. And so you have this, the second week looked like it was kind of going to be a little bit of a challenge for you, Earth signs. This third week is like, let's clear it up, let's invite serendipity, let's invite those more positive outcomes, let's invite the luck of the draw, let's invite all of that in. So, and that leads us to your lesson or challenge for this third week, which is the King of Wands, which is a fire card. And fire is another complementary element to you, Earth signs. And with the King of Wands, it's you have completed a cycle, a passion project, something that you've been putting a lot of your energy and effort into. And what this is saying is it's time to just kind of take a step back, relax, accept what you have accomplished, and get ready for the next round. So this, as a lesson card, it's saying you've completed, and now your lesson is to step back and let it go. You've completed the project. You do not need to be involved anymore. You've completed this step of your relationship. Now it's time to accept the next part of a relationship. But it's all about the passion and creativity that you've put into something. This card's saying you've come to the end of a cycle. Get ready, because the next cycle is starting. And with that, we'll start with our fourth week of the guides. So this fourth week of June 2022 for Earth signs. There we go. And this fourth week card is Kuan Yin's Pink Dragon. Bring firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cards dissolved by transcendent love. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom and look for the divine around you. So Kuan Yin is one of the Buddha's avatars, basically. And it's all about finding that love within, opening up to the love of the world. But to do that, you have to understand that you love yourself, and then it radiates out to the world. You can't love the world and expect it to fix you. It has to start within and explode out. And it will open up like a giant lotus. So this dragon, this pink dragon that Kuan Yin has, is a way to tap into that truly loving energy, bring it into your body, bring it into your heart, where then once you start to understand that you are loved and you are connected to divine energy, then you can actually radiate that loving energy out. And so this fourth week, it looks like it's setting it up for a little bit more of a relationship thing. And relationship can be friendship, it could be a romantic partnership. And the big one, though, that is coming through, the guides are telling me, is this relationship that Kuan Yin wants you to really build with, and that's why she sent her pink dragon, is to build the loving relationship with yourself. Bring back that time of self-care. Bring back those things of, I've deprived myself all of this time because of fill in the blank, and not harmful things like reading that book that you've been putting off because, I feel guilty. Don't. Take the time to read the book. It's okay. So your message from Source is potential. Think big for your future. So you've got Kuan Yin's pink dragon coming in to help you learn that self-love and reconnect to who you are and being able to radiate that out. And by doing that, you activate the seed of potential, that part of who you are that allows you the next wave to blossom forward. So you've got this energy starting to flow where you're building that loving energy within and it's starting to spread out. And by doing that, you're activating this potential. What is it that you want to do next? You've come to the end of a cycle in the third week. And so this fourth week is, what do you want? What are you looking for? What do you want to create that's going to help you, your family, and your environment, however that works? And this is saying the potential is there. How are you going to use it? How are you going to bring that loving energy into a potential form where it can start to manifest into your life? So your challenge or your lesson for this fourth week is the King of Chalices. So this is the King of Water. And with this card, what it's saying for your lesson with this fourth week is you've come to the end. Kings always symbolize the successful completion. So you've worked through a lot of things in your life, especially in your emotions, is what they're saying, and clearing out some of those energetic hiccups that we all have growing up. And so now you have Kuan Yin coming forward and saying, let's build a better future. So your challenge for this fourth week is all about how can I finalize and ground the aspects of who I was in the past, take the lessons but release the energy, and using the Kuan Yin's pink dragon and this potential that's coming forward, how can I propel that in a positive way forward? I've come to the end of this emotional cycle. It's time to release that so I can start something brand new. And the brand new can work into this fifth week energy. So let's see what that's coming up. And your fifth week guide is the Black Dragon from Saturn. Bringing wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision, and congratulate yourself. You passed your tests. So this dragon is saying, you've done all this work, and this month looks to be a little bit intense, but also pretty rewarding because you're ending patterns and you're ending cycles with the King of Wands and the King of Cups. So you've got a passion project that you're bringing to completion. You have an emotional thing that you've been working through that is finalized. So you have the Black Dragon from Saturn. And in alchemy, Saturn can be the beginning or the end of a cycle. And what's coming up is this Black Dragon is going to help you develop and work with a spiritual practice. And they're being very clear that it's something that you need to start doing or increase what you're doing. So if you have a daily meditation practice, maybe add a couple more minutes. If you have a daily like scripture of some form that you're reading, add a couple more minutes. If you haven't been, tapping into this Black Dragon from Saturn can help you actually get it started. He is coming in, or she, depending on how it comes to you, because the dragons, there's multiple pieces in each family. And so whichever one comes to you, have them help you set the time aside to structure or not structure, depending on how you work, the time so that you can have your meditation time, your prayer time, your scripture reading time. But having that dragon working with you is a very big boon. And also, congratulate yourself. You've come an extremely long way, and now you're ready to step into this next aspect of your journey. You've completed, with the kings in the tarot, 2 very big cycles is what I'm getting, and so it's time to move into this next cycle. And you're developing it because you have the potential, and you have Kuan Yin's dragon coming forward in that 4th week to help you heal and bring that loving energy up. And now you have the Black Dragon from Saturn saying, let's do this. Let's work on your spiritual stuff. Let's get you reconnected to Source. Because if we're not connected to Source, what's the point, really? I mean, that's what I'm hearing. So now our message from Source is the 7 heavenly virtues. This is the keys to goodness. And again, this is flowing right through because you've got your spiritual energy coming forward and the guide of the Black Dragon. And now you have the 7 heavenly virtues. I can't tell you off the top of my head what those are, but it's something you can look into because the virtues are things that are beneficial for you and the world around you. Everything with spiritual practices affects you first and your immediate community next, which is your family, your immediate work associates. And then it radiates out and it starts to work with the people in your associate groups. It builds outwards from there, but this is all about how can you develop and how can you bring in your spiritual belief system to help you develop these virtues and move into a higher state of being. So let's see what your challenge is for this 5th week of June 2022 for the Earth signs. Okay, so we have the deck doesn't want to talk today. But it's looking very good for you in this meditation and growing because you've completed a lot through this month so far. and now you're moving into a new stage, and you've got a really good potential to move forward, but reconnecting with Source is a huge part of that. So your lesson or challenge is the Chariot, which is another major arcana card. So these are life lessons. And with this Chariot, it's all about forward momentum. So when you look at what has happened this month, you have completed and ended cycles. You had the Sun celebrating an ending of a time. You had the Hanged Man saying, look at things from a different perspective. The King of Wands saying this passion project is done. And the King of Chalices saying the emotional clearing has been completed for this cycle. Time to start with the next cycle. So the Chariot is saying you have this energy that's driving you. It's moving you forward, saying, let's do this next thing. Let's go. And so your lesson for this 5th week is all about forward momentum. You've built a lot of momentum, you've cleared out a lot, and now this Chariot is saying you have the spiritual practice started. You're working with your virtues. And now don't be lazy, don't kind of fall into that, oh, I don't want to, or I'm tired. The Chariot is saying, let's do this. Let's overcome these challenges. Let's move forward, and let's move forward in a healthy, rapid way. So hopefully that resonates for you, Earth signs. And if you enjoyed this reading and you got something out of it, go ahead and drop a like and comment if you would feel that there's something different, or if this resonated with you. I do appreciate those kind of things. And on that note, I will talk to you guys in a later video.